Yo, what up? So, this is a reply to my buddy from Texas. I got a link to the video and I was able to listen to it. So, it was on another channel of yours. Because again, I tried to go on your main channel. The video was private. And then I saw that other video when you was thanking God for being monetized again, which was funny. But anyhow, so I listened to the last part of your video when you brought up my name. And I don't know why you keep saying this, but I never stopped you from criticizing Reg or critiquing Reg. You would invite me onto your panel and ask me my opinion. You would ask me, and I gave it to you. So because you didn't like my opinion, now I was interfering. Again, man, I don't get it. I'm not, you know what? I'm not even trying to get it. But like I said in my post, and I'm using for those who don't know, I'm using a DJI microphone, a DJI 2 that I got on sale. However, I wanted to do a screen recording reply so I can let you all hear what Big J said about me and then I can reply to it. But I can't use this mic like that. I can only use this mic so I have a Samsung S24 Ultra. I can only use this microphone when I'm using the Samsung stock app, the camera stock app. So if any one of you know how to use it so I can know how to configure it so I can use it to do like screen record replies, please put that in the comment section. But anyways, no one ever tried to stop you from talking about Reg. Okay. Actually, I mean to be well, let me just before I get to that. And as far as you saying that you kicked me to the curb, like I don't understand. I really don't get it with you content creators. I really don't get it because one day you'll say, well, oh, I told you not to come back on my channel. Then the next day you'll say, well, you're scared to come on my channel because you've invited me back on your channel multiple times. I mean, during that time, you invited me back multiple times. So I don't know why you would say something like that. And I mean, the last time that we had an interaction on your channel was it last year? I think it was last September when you got demonetized, when they flagged your channel and you got demonetized. And we went at it at Rumble at Mr. Ruckers. And then we went on your channel and went at it. I think that was last September when you got demonetized and you lost that $300 and you've been crying about that $300 ever since. And it's been a year. It's been a boy. Just give me a second, y'all. It's been a year and you're still crying about $300. You're an able-bodied man in the state. You're an able-bodied man in the state of Texas, and you're crying over $300 to the point that you're thanking God for YouTube allowing you to monetize your channel again. But yet you want to come and talk about me? I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. And you know what? You know what's so funny about this whole situation now that I'm like on the outside? You and Reg actually have a lot in common. You're both lazy. Well, I would say that you're lazier than Reg. I mean, you could just look at your content. You're both lazy. You're both scary. Okay, y'all are scared of, especially when it's pressure. You can't handle pressure. You're both sensitive. Like it seems like you guys can't take criticism or critique, but you like to critique and criticize other people. Now, would I call you both haters? I know that there's other people out here who would call you haters. I mean, I don't know. I think you have a right to your opinions, but you guys are definitely, what did I say? Scary, definitely lazy, and sensitive. So, again, you're in your mid 40s, well, early to mid 40s. You live in Texas. You're able bodied. You, I don't see how. Listen, man, like I said, I don't want to laugh because it's not anything to laugh about, actually. It's really not. It's really sad, it really is. I mean, because if it were me, right, like just say if it was me, like the last thing that I would be doing is crying over losing $300. The last thing I would be doing is crying over losing $300. I'll be out there trying to get it. Anybody would tell you that. Even people who don't like me, they'd be like, yo, Don's a hustler. Don will be out there. I'll be out there trying to double that 300 actually. I wouldn't have time to be on YouTube like that. I'll be out there trying to get that money. Well, like it's like I'm doing now. So instead of worrying about me and still being upset at me and upset at Reg or whoever, you need to put some of that focus onto yourself and get yourself together. You really do. You really need to get yourself. Aren't you college educated too? Didn't you graduate from college? So you're an able-bodied man. You're in your 40s. You're not old. You're still young, able-bodied. You live in the state of Texas. All that money flowing through Texas? All that money flowing through Texas? And you mean to tell me, you claim you're smart. 'Cause you said one thing too about I don't know if you were saying that I called you a failure or I know you said it. You said that you were a failure that isn't shit. You said that. But I don't know when you made that statement. I'm talking about your last video now. I don't know if you were saying that I called you a loser or whatever or a failed YouTuber. I don't remember calling you that, but you were saying that. And then you were trying to, I guess, talk about how black men can't do something you were about to say, but you couldn't think of it. So you said, oh, I'm not going to talk about it. But you can't say nothing about anybody. You can't say nothing about any black men on this in this sector or on YouTube. You were struggling to get $300, man. $300 in a state like, yo. Don't you know? Let me tell y'all something. I don't know. I told y'all this before, but when my ex-wife and I first decided to separate, and then we were going through the divorce process, the supervisor that hired me for the job I currently worked at, she moved down to Texas, and she actually worked in Houston. And she was like, Don, like, yo, they're hiring and they're looking for people from out of state to come and help. Cause it was like major issues at the place that she worked. It was major issues. So she was like, yo, they're looking at people to, And this is a federal job too. So they're looking at people from out of state to come in, and they're paying good money. So I said, okay, you know what? Let me see what's up. So I did the application. And mind you, this is the federal government. So when I got my first job at the federal government, I filled out that application in November. I didn't get a call back till February. Okay. I didn't get hired. I didn't start till the middle of March. When I filled out this application for Houston, they called me the next day. My right hand to God, they called me the next day. This was Houston. And they offered me more money than I was making in Boston at the time. And mind you, Boston is like 45% more expensive than Houston, Texas. I would have been, if I decided to move down there, I would have been killing it. Only reason why I didn't move is because I didn't want to leave my son up here. I wanted to be here. I wanted to be here for him. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make the best of Massachusetts. But had I moved to Texas, I would have been, man, whew, I would have been killing it, because there's a lot of money flowing through. There's a lot of money flowing here too, but Texas, dude, oh my God. And the cost of living is much more affordable than here. Dude, I would have been rolling in the dough. But anyways, I don't mean to get off topic. All I'm saying is, man, I understand, you don't like the space. You don't like the manosphere specifically, but you also have a right to your opinion. You have a right to talk about them. But I think you need to spend more time focusing on yourself and getting yourself together. Like I said, you're still young, still able-bodied. You have time, but you want to start now, because before you know it, you'll be 50, then you'll be 60, and you still want to be on YouTube crying over $300? Is that what you want to do? Is that what you want your future to be? Boy, I think that's about it. It's about all I had to say. Like I said, if you guys know, I have a DJI mic, DJI 2. If anybody knows how to configure this mic so I can use it to do screen record responses, please put that in the comment section. Let me know. But yeah, Bigjxxx, you need to get yourself together, brother. Like I said, and I know I keep repeating myself, but you're still young. You still have time. It's time for you to get yourself together. We've been on here. Well, I know I've been on here since 2005, 2006, 20 years? And I've changed a lot over those 20 years. I've changed a lot in the 10 years since I've been in the space. You stayed the same, stagnant. That's another thing that you have in common with Reg. You're stagnant. Okay? Take that education that you say you have, because you say you're a college graduate. Take that education, take what you learned, apply it to your life so you can make your life a little better. Okay? Because I'm about to go Umar on you right now. I'm about to go Umar Johnson on you right now. So you won't be crying over $300. So you won't be crying over $300. One more again, so you won't be crying over $300. All right, I'm out. Peace.